Greetings, Madam. Today we're going to start the presentation for the advanced topic in software engineering TFE 4093 project for the Java AI app. So our group member is, my name is Richard Tong, my matrix number is 67438, who is the first one going to start the presentation, and the presentation will continue by Gui Tian Bin, Benil Daniel Anna Patrick, Anthony Lau Pi Hui, and Pan Junyu. So the extended functional requirement is a student able to view, to log in and log out from the student account, teacher able to log in and log out from the teacher account, and the student able to register the student account, and teacher able to register the teacher account. And the student or the teacher, they are able to edit the account information, and the teacher able to add, delete, and edit the Java-related information, and the teacher able to view the student exercise result in report, that the teacher able to add, edit, delete the Java exercise. So for the extended non-functional requirement is a simple UI for the student, easy to understand the app and able to use it after a few time. Interactive UX for the student, easily navigate the app, and they have a good security, fast and low loading time, and also you're able to show the information quickly after scan the flashcard, and then multiple users can access the app. So the application also available in anytime and anywhere, as well as they have internet connection, and the application should pronounce the Java letter loudly and clearly. Use case diagram. So for this use case diagram, we have the student and the teacher and also the Java AIX application. So the student can log in, and if they don't have the account, they can register the account, which is the extent of it. And they can also modify the account detail, which is include this login. Same for the teacher. So the student, they can scan the flashcard, and the extent of the flashcard is the listen. They can listen the Java pronunciation, view the writing instruction, the Lumi version of the Java, and the Java editor. And student, they can do the exercise. Once they're doing the exercise, they can view the exercise result, which is included. And for the teacher, they can modify the exercise, and extent of it is the add, delete, and edit the exercise question. And the teacher also can view the student result report. And teacher also can able to manage the Java flashcard, and the extent of it is add, edit, and delete the Java flashcard. Task diagram. So for the task diagram, we have student and the teacher. The student, they can do the exercise. Once the student finish the exercise, all the results will summarize into the report, and the teachers can view it. Meanwhile, the teacher can create the exercise for the student to do it, and the teacher can also add the flashcard for the Lumi version, Java picture, and Java editor, and the student can scan the flashcard, and the flashcard will show this tree for the student to study the Java. The next one is the activity diagram. For the activity diagram for the student is when the student have the account, they can log in. If not, they must register account, then they can log in. Once they log in, they can able to do the exercise or scan the flashcard. So once they finish the exercise and wish to view the result, the system will display the exercise result. If not, the process will be done. And the flashcard, once the student scan the flashcard, it will show the Java picture, the Lumi version of the Java, and it will pronounce the Java letter, and also it will show the writing step for the Java. So the student can either to starting for these four process, and once they're doing it, they can, and after the finish these four processes, it will end the process. And the next one is the activity diagram for the teacher. So send for the student, when the teacher have the account, they can log in. If not, they must register account, and then they can log in. Once they log in, they can either to choose to do the manage exercise or manage Java letter or build student report. So when they manage the exercise, they can add, edit, or delete. Since for the Java letter, they can add, edit, or delete the Java. And once this process are done, it will end the process. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Good evening, madam. My name is Peter Bay, matching number 66053. Today, I would like to talk about a sequence diagram, the goal model, and the role model for the Java AI application. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the sequence diagram for student. So in this diagram, we have the student, AI application, and flashcard. First of all, the student will interact with the AI application by logging using the student ID and password. If the student ID and password is correct, the AI application will inform the student that the login is successful and direct the student to the main page. Else, the error message will be popped up to inform the student that the student ID and password are incorrect. Next, the student can open the AR camera scanner to scan the flashcard. The flashcard will then send the flashcard information back to the AI application, where the AI application will display the Javi information, like the Javi later picture, Javi review version, and etc. Lastly, the student can do exercise. If the student wish to view their exercise result, the AI application will display the student exercise result, else it will return back the student to the main menu. Next is a second diagram for teacher. The teacher will interact with the AI application by logging using the teacher ID. If the teacher ID and password are correct, the login will be successful. Else, an error message will pop up. The teacher can manage the Javi letter information by add, edit, or delete. These changes will update the database, and the database will inform the AI application if the changes are updated successfully. Next, the teacher can manage the exercise by add, edit, or delete. These changes will update the database, and the database will inform the AI application if the update are successful. The teacher also can view the student exercise result by retrieving the result from the database, and the AI application will generate a report for the teacher. The next model is a goal model. So the main goal of this AI application is to teach Javi. In order to fulfill this main goal, the AI application needs to be able to teach Javi writing and pronunciation and manage application. So in order to achieve the teach Javi writing and pronunciation, the AI application needs to be able to show Javi letter information, allow student to do exercise, and allow the student to view exercise result. So that the student know their understanding level, the student can learn mistake during the test, and student will be more understanding about the journey. The next code is the managed application, where it's more focused on the teacher side. So in order to achieve this goal, the AI application need to enable to allow the teacher to manage Javi letter, manage exercise, and view student results, so that the teacher know the student performance, the teacher can test the student ability, and the teacher can provide the latest information by enable to delete, edit the Javi letter. Next is the role model. So the first role model is the student, where the student is an individual that wish to learn the Java letter. The student can scan the flashcard to learn about the Java information such as the letter, review version, writing instruction, etc. Next, the student can do the Java exercise, and the student can view their result. So the constraint of the student is that the student has their own account where they are created using the student ID and the password in order to scan the flashcard. So to learn the Javi letter information, the student has to scan the flashcard first before to able to view their Ruby version, play pronunciation, etc. Next role model are the teacher. The teacher are an individual that teach the Javi letter using the AI app. The few responsibility of the teacher are to provide the flashcard for the student to scan so that they can learn about Javi. The teacher can provide Javi exercise question to allow the student to do the exercise. The teacher also can view the report that summarizes the student exercise result. The constraint of the teacher is that in order to view the summarized report, the Javi exercise has to be available so that the student are able to complete the exercise. The student also need to conduct the exercise in order to view the exercise result from the report.
Now I'm going to explain the domain model. In domain model, we have eight entities. Student do exercise, exercise summarize report, teacher create exercise, teacher create view report. Students scan flashcard, the Rumi version display flashcard, Jawi pictures display flashcard, Jawi letter display flashcard, flashcard request writing steps, teacher show writing steps, flashcard request pronouns, teacher show pronouns, teacher add flashcards. So next, scenario model. Scenario, we have 5 scenarios. First scenario goal is student allow student to exercise. Initiator student trigger student wish to complete their homework. First step, log into Jawi AR app. Second step, upon exercise. Third step, answer the questions. Fourth step is app show correct answer. Second scenario is goal is allow student view exercise results. Initiator student triggered student completed all the exercise question. First step is log in to Jawi AR app. Second step, open exercise. Third step, answer all the questions. Fourth step, open individual exercise result panel. And the third scenario goal is to manage Jawi letter. Initiator is the teacher. Trigger, teacher wish to update Jawi letter information. First step, log into Jawi AR app. Second step, go to manage Jawi letters. Third step, add Jawi letter information. Fourth step, edit Jawi letter information. Fifth step, delete Jawi letters information. And the fourth scenario goal is to manage exercise. Initiator, teacher. Trigger, teacher wish to update Jawi application exercise. First step, log into Jawi AR app. Second step, go to manage exercise. Third step, add Jawi question. Fourth step, edit Jawi question. Fifth step, delete Jawi question. Fifth scenario goal is view student exercise result. Initiator, teacher, triggered, teacher wish to know student status. First step, log into Jawi AR app. The second step, go to generate report. Third step, view student result. Fourth step, view student status. And next, I'm going to explain the interaction model. First part, student AR app request exercise. AR app confirm request submitted. Inform request submitted. Set. And then next is request rejected. Inform request rejected. And AR app show exercise. On the teacher side, AR app request submit exercise. Teacher refuse submit exercise. Teacher submit exercise. AR app confirm exercise submitted. AR app inform exercise submitted. On the student side, request answer. AR to AR app. AR app confirm request submitted. AR app confirm request submitted. And inform request submitted. AR app inform request rejected. AR app show answer. And the teacher side, AR app show submit answer. Teachers refuse submit answer. Teacher submit answer. Teacher confirm answer submitted. AR app confirm answer submitted. AR app informed answer submitted.
Greetings, my name is Andy Lapikwe and I'll be presenting for the organization model, knowledge model, and behavioral model in this presentation. So right here we have the organization model, which consists of three things. First is the Jawi AR application itself and student and also the teachers. The relationship between these is that the Jawi AR application is used by both student and also the teacher. Next, we have the knowledge model. So a knowledge model represents the knowledge of the Jawi application and the object in its environment. So these knowledges are represented as a set of interrelated conceptual objects shared by several objects, agents. And in this case, the Jawi AR application, it knows about the student, it knows about the teacher as well as their login credential. It also knows about the exercise, the report, and last but not least, the flashcard, which has a composition relationship which contains Jawi letter, Jawi picture, and also the Rumi version of it. So the relationship between these is that student and login credential is a one-to-one, as each student have only one login credentials. The same goes to the teacher. Each teacher has only one login credential, whereas the Jawi AR application, one AR app has zero or many teachers. Same goes to the student. So the Jawi AR application also has zero or many exercises, as well as the report, and also for the flashcard. As one application, it may contain a lot of flashcards. So next is the behavioral model. So this shows that the students and the Jawi AR application behavioral model. So to begin, we have the first rule and activity, which is the login part of the app. So when the students they try to log in, they have to enter their own login credentials. So if the condition is not met, if it's incorrect login credentials, it will look back and the students will have to try again and have to re-log in until they get it correct. If they get it correct, they will be prompted with a successfully logged in. the next rule and activity is the scan flashcard. So the students, they use the Javi AR application to scan the flashcard, and once scanned, the application, it will retrieve the information from the database and shows the Javi letter, shows the Rumi versions to the students. So the next condition is when the students, they request for the pronunciation of the letters. So in this case, the Javi AR application will pronounce the Javi letter by playing the Javi letter pronunciation sound. Okay, then the next rule, which is met by the condition, the students, they request for the writing steps. So the application, it will show the Javi letters writing step by displaying it step by step to the students in the interface. Last but not least, once the last condition is met, which is the select exercise by the students, it triggers the last rule, which is the Javi letter exercise activity. So the students, once they select the exercise, they do the exercise, then the results for the exercise will be displayed for them to view. That's it for me. Thank you very much.
Greeting Madam Nor Hazlini, I'm Jinyu, and now I would like to present the prototype for this project. So first of all, we have this landing page, which is also the login page for the Javi AR application. And first of all, I would like to demonstrate the user interface for admin side. So in order to log in, you must have an account first. So for those who do not have an account, they can click on sign up and they can create their account here. So for admin, you can just log in with admin username, and this is the admin homepage. So we have three functions in this, which is manage flashcards, manage exercise, and view report. So first of all, we will look on the manage flashcards features. So when the admin click into this button, so he or she can actually manage all the Javi letters or flashcard in this tab. And if happens that he or she want to add a new flashcard, so they can just click on this button and then input all those necessary details, and they can just add a new flashcard for the Javi AR apps. So, and besides that, they can edit the flashcard, previous flashcard. For example, they can change the picture or edit the Javi letter, make some changes on that, and or they can either delete the flashcard as well. So this is the UI for manage Javi letter or flashcard homepage function. So the next function is manage exercise, where the admin can manage all the exercise that to give to student in this Javi AR application. So same goes to manage exercise. The admin can actually add new question. They can to input their answer list, and then and they can click confirm to add the exercise. And besides that, they also can edit the previously question. Maybe they want to change the answer. And they also can delete question. And that's all for manage exercise function. So for the last function for admin is actually to view report of the student. So it can filter by date or class or score. So other than that, user can edit their account info in this Javi AR apps as well. So they can click on this edit user account, so they can change their username and password and click save changes. So if nothing else, they would like to log out to the apps, they can just click log out here. So for student side UI, student just need to log in by using username students. So so for student side, so they can learn Javi through this AR app. So they have three functions, which is the first one to scan the flashcards and to learn Javi, and the second one to do some exercise about Javi, and the last one is to actually view their exercise result lah. And first, I'm gonna demonstrate the first function, which is a scan flashcard. So first, you just need to scan the flashcards, and then it will show the pictures, the AR pictures, and the Rumi version of the word and the pronunciation. So for demonstrate purpose, so actually can click this button to play the pronunciation. So that's all for the scan flashcards function. So for the second one is Jalvi exercise. So when a student click into this, so they can actually to answer some question that already been prepared by their teachers. So for example, if they want to, this is the user interface, so it will show the score and back button if they want to cancel the exercise, so you can click cancel. If you want to cancel, so you can click OK and back to the home page. So for example, if they start answering questions, so they can select question, and then it will go to the next question, and then after they finish all their exercise, so they can actually click submit answer and view result. So review page will be shown to the student where the result, the answer for each question is correct or not, and some explanation. So yeah, that's the user interface for view exercise result. So it's the same things for the view exercise result, where the student can straight to view all those previously done exercise results, and they can learn from that as well. So this is the user interface for student parts, and same goes to students. They can edit their user info as well. And yeah, that's all for the prototype demonstration. And with that, I would like to thanks Madam for lending your time to listen to our presentation. Stay safe and thank you.